As you can see from the background, I'm in a hotel again, and it's kind of deja vu. When I first came to Provo, I was in a hotel for two reasons. Number one, so I could get the lay of the land by using their internet and just checking out everything. And number two, when I got here, it was snowing. And that would be too cold for my rig. So when I got here, I was in a hotel. Now that I'm within a couple of days of leaving, I'm in a hotel again because this time it's too hot. And I learned some things in this heat. Number one, after about 8 or 9 days of just being hot, just couldn't get the rig to cool down much, and not sleeping very well at night because it was too hot. I tell you something, you sleep different when the temperature is between 65 and 75 than you do when it's between 80 and 90 for sleep. And the days, the mornings were beautiful, but the beautiful part kept getting shorter and shorter. And instead of getting hot at noon, it was getting hot at 11, hot at 10, hot at 9. And it was just getting stressful. And stress spikes your cortisol. We know that. And one of the things I realized is that over the course of the last 10 days, I put on like 6 or 7 pounds, and that's stress. And I'm getting grumpy because I wasn't sleeping very good at night. And, with the fires going on and all, I needed a break. And I learned something very interesting. My generator, which is a Champion generator, only holds a gallon and a half of gas, which lasts about 2 to 3 hours. And that's not very long. And it's a pull start. Now, that's one thing I would do, and I would recommend to all of you out there who are in your 60s and 70s. Don't get a pull start. Get an electronic start. The Champion generator would start on a second or third pull every time when it's cold. But when it runs out of gas or it's running hot, it probably takes 20, 30 pulls to get that thing going. The other thing I found out was that, we've passed the 100-degree mark here in the last 3 days. And I found out that the Champion generator, if it gets over 104 degrees, it will run for a little while, then it shuts down and has to cool down before it will run again. Well, when it's 107 degrees out, it's not going to cool down. And that means the inside of the and I can only run my air conditioner with my generator, and that means the inside of the RV gets into the 117s, 120s. It's just not even livable. So, I was like, what the heck is going on with my generator? And that old saying, RTFM, read that fantastic manual, and it says right there in the troubleshooting, if it gets over 104, it'll run for a little while, then shut off, and then cool down, and then you can start it back up again. Well, if it's over 100 degrees outside and your generator is sitting in the sun, it's not going to cool off. So I am in a hotel. I can tell my cortisol levels, my stress levels are already way down. I've got it to like 73, 74 degrees in here. Don't have to worry about black tank, gray tank, how long I take my shower. I got a free breakfast. free internet, free towel service, all of that. So it's been wonderful. And you know, I do that 14, 14, and then 14 days at one location, 14 days at another location, and then 3 days at a hotel just to reset. And I haven't had to do that in the last month because of the fires. The rangers here have pretty much they understand. They're like, you guys are the iron fire and everything. Like I've spent 4, 5, 6 days just in parking lots in town to keep out of the fire. And then the rangers know, and they're spotting us a little bit of extra time. And so they're being very, very nice. They're very understanding. But here I am, finishing my adventures in Provo at a hotel. And to be honest, I'm enjoying it very much. And I hadn't had a clue that my generator won't work if it gets too hot. I mean, you think about it, it kind of makes sense, but so I know it'll be fine if it's in the 80s, maybe up to 95, 96, 97. But if it's 104, 105, 106 out, I can't count on that generator to keep me cool because it just overheats and shuts down. So that's something you might want to consider if you're going into some place that's really, really hot. Check your generator specs to see if there's a high end on your generator that once it passes that, it'll do like mine and just shut itself off. So learn something new again. You know, I'm still doing that. And I learned about generators. And I learned that, you know what, I'm 70 years old. I'm done fighting. Some of these fights, I'm done fighting the fight. I'd rather just go into a hotel, eat their free breakfast, and use their air conditioning, and catch up on some movies I haven't seen on TV, and do some good YouTube, get on the internet. And the other thing that's really nice about hotels is I've got everything they could possibly charge with USB on every single USB outlet in this hotel room, and I've even got a USB multi-charger port thing and I'm charging everything to 100% on their nickel. So next time I talk to you guys, it might be with my son in the video. So like I said, I'll keep posting if you keep watching. Thank you very much. Bye.